What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Life with Jay, the artist formerly known as ATruckerNamedJay, or better known as ATruckerNamedJay, I should say. Checking in, man. Wanted to come at you guys with a quick video, and I decided I wanted to make a update video in regards to VL trucking for 2022. I was, going through some old videos and, looking at some other videos of other channels. And besides all the drama and all the, back and forth that's going on, something that came to my mind was one of the things that I noticed that happens a lot when it comes to YouTube truckers who choose to represent the company that they work for or associated with or in partnership or whatever may have you. One of the things I see that happen a lot is that they'll start doing videos, or they'll do a slew of videos over the course of a period of time about that company, and whether or not they choose to stay with that company or not, they stop doing videos. You know what I mean? Like you'll see they may have a bunch of videos, like a year's worth of videos, like I do with VL, and then all of a sudden it'll be like 6 months since you've seen them speak on the company, or 3 months, or whatever, and it just leaves a shroud of doubt on, hey, okay, did he leave the company? Did she leave the company? Is it still a good company? Like, yeah, he was talking about this company in 2020, and then in summer of 2021, but now it's January 2022, and he ain't spoken on the company since October of 2021. Is it still a good company to leave? And so what I want to kind of do with my YouTube, even though I would like to transition from trucking is still such a big part of what I do, is from time to time still give updates on my situation at VL, as well as an overall experience of VL trucking, and how the majority here are doing as far as lease operators and company drivers and things in that nature. So with that being said, 2022 update, man. Martin Luther King Day. VL is still the place to be, if you ask me. I always try to be as unbiased as possible when it comes to my opinion of VL, but it's just getting harder and harder, just because, like, I don't even know what to say at this point, bro. I've made so much money, and 90% of the people who have come here, whether they have left or still here, it's just been so much money made, bro. Like, I don't even really know how to really, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, bro, like, you talking about guys that at this point, $3,000 to $5,000 a week is a good average to say, even though you have people who are making more. But I mean, if you looking to make $3,000 to $5,000 take home as a lease operator, you want to run, you're probably going to end up running, I'd recommend at least 3 weeks at a time over the road. And you don't mind hauling hazmat freight, like, it's a good look, man. I don't know, you know what I mean? I get people to hit me up a lot on Facebook, through email. They'll ask me about the lease, things of that nature. I'll tell you right now, as far as the availability of the lease trucks, they got 2017 Freightliners, 2017 Volvos for $649 a week, and then they have I believe it's 2018 or 2019 Internationals for like $800 something a week, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say like $899 or $850, somewhere in that range. And so for me, that's a little expensive for my taste, that the 2018, 2019, unless I could put a team in there. And if there's a team out there that's looking for a home, hey, look, man, I pay my teams. I'm gonna do 82 cent a mile, no hazmat, 85 cent a mile with hazmat. Both team drivers have to have a hazmat, 1099, of course. But that's the only reason that I will put somebody in that expensive of a truck, unless I physically got back into the truck. Then I just want to be in a newer truck, you know what I'm saying? Because, when it comes to business, it's about what makes the most sense. A lot of people want to be in newer trucks because they look nicer, and it's nicer truck, newer truck, and that's all cool and all, but I'm strictly about the business and the money of it. I don't mind being in an older truck to make a little bit more money. You feel what I'm talking about? So, but anyways, And as far as the price of the 2017s, man, you know, you're going to have a bunch of different reviews and feedback in regards to what's too expensive of a lease payment on a weekly basis. You know, the whole lease truck versus cash truck. I don't choose to participate in that back and forth anymore because I think it's the dumbest argument in the fucking world because everybody's making money. It's just a matter of how much more money do you want to make or how much longer do you want to have to wait to put a down payment on a truck that you don't know what's going to happen to that truck anyways, when you can walk into another truck with zero down and just start making money from rip. But, you know, it's all about preference is what I've learned, and I'm not going to knock anybody's preference. But my thing is this. They told me back in 2020 that $4.99 a week was too expensive, and now people would kill for a truck for $4.99 a week, zero down. So one thing that I've learned in trucking, this industry in life, is that you got to take advantage of a good situation when it's presented to you. And one thing I've seen a lot of in trucking is a lot of people turn down or shy away from good opportunities, myself included, based off of the word or advice of people who choose to do things a little differently, and they just live to regret it. Like, you know, imagine if I wouldn't have went to VL back in 2020 in the summertime and took a chance on a lease truck after 30 days and then, you know, kept going and kept growing and putting the word out. Imagine how many people may have not have learned the VL and had an opportunity to come and make this great money. You know, it's all about taking chance and risk. And I just feel like sometimes in trucking, especially when it comes to leasing a truck or being an owner-operator, people want to take, they want all the reward, but they don't want to take any risk. It's going to be risk with anything that you do, people. You know what I mean? Yes, it's a risk to lease a truck that's overpriced, and yes, it's a risk to getting a used truck and that doesn't have a warranty. Yes, it's a risk to get out of the bed and walk outside on a Sunday and not get killed by a mass shooter. It's a risk with anything that you decide to do on this planet. You got to decide what are you, you know what I'm saying? What do you think is worth it? You know what I mean? At the end of the day. And I'm going to tell you something. If you don't think that a possibility to walk in the door, sign paperwork, and instantaneously start making $100,000 a year consistently, if you don't think that that's worth a risk of a truck breaking down or like a, you know, just a situation not working out, then maybe you're just wired a little differently and you don't need to be on the business side of things anyways, because it's just to me, it's too much money out here. Too much potential money to be made to not take a chance, man. That's just how I look at it. And this is coming from a job hopping, inconsistent ass, could never figure out nothing, loser ass nigga that just couldn't figure shit out. And now here I am. You know, I ain't gonna say I got all the answers and I got it all figured out, but I'm doing pretty good in life, man. I haven't had to physically work in almost a full year. You know what I mean? It's January of 2022. I have not driven a semi-truck since March of 2021. So I got 2 months and it'll be a full year. It's been 10 months since I had to physically work. So I'm not saying that I'm a guru or I know it all or, you know, I'm this or I'm that. I'm just, at this point, I can just show you my experience and show you what I'm actually doing and let that speak to, you know, and especially, and I ain't even gonna get into all the fleet owners that I know, not just at VL, but just in general, who are leasing trucks and taking chances and risks, and all of them got those overpriced trucks that they speak of, and they doing just fine. Doing just fine, and you know what I'm saying? And they don't have to go to work. They didn't found, I know guys that then took a chance on a lease truck and built their lease of renter fleet or whatever you want to call it, and they didn't made so much money, they didn't create a second and third streams of income that's 5 figures, almost 6 figures. You know what I mean? All that from taking a chance, taking a risk. But, you know, it all depends on the person, man. If you ask me, I definitely think VL is still the wave, man. I think it's probably the best lease available right now to date. Second would probably be something like a Prime or maybe like a, I don't know, maybe like a Schneider. But like top of the top, it's VL, bro. It's not even close. You know, I don't know too many other, walk away leases where you can walk in the door zero down and guys have come and bought trucks cash, started authorities. You know what I mean? Like started fleets. It's the guy here at VL. I shared the video. Jamar talked about it. He done started a fleet at VL and got his own authority. The best of both worlds. That's goals for me down the line. You know what I mean? And as far as me, man, you know, they keep talking that talk, bro. I'm 2 years away from owning a truck. Title. You know what I mean? That everybody, oh, you chasing titles, you don't have a title. In 2024, I'll have a title. And in 2025, I'll have 2 more. That's not that far. You know what I mean? Like when I started my lease, that first truck that I leased, I started that lease in 2020, and that was 2022. 2 years flew by, and I'd have made a fuckload of money, and I got 2 more years of making a fuckload of money, and then I'm gonna own the truck, and then I could take the truck and do whatever I want with it. Why? Because I took a risk. I took a chance on a good company. Despite all the rumors, despite all the rumblings, despite all the bullshit everybody be talking about them, here we are. And ain't nothing special about me. Like I said, I ain't no trucking guru. I don't got no super high IQ. I ain't no business genius. I ain't none of that. I ain't no big YouTube star, none of that shit. I just took a chance and the money came. So if you asking me, 2022 update, yes, VL is still a good company. Whether you want to be a company driver, whether you want to come work for a fleet owner, whether you want to come lease your own truck, I think that VL is the best opportunity that you could be looking at as far as right now. I'm not saying that there ain't no other good opportunities, but I mean, it's, you know what I mean? But like I said, what do I know, man? You know what I mean? I'm just chilling, enjoying life, man. So appreciate y'all allowing me to come up here, talk to y'all a little bit. You know, I had to come up here and do my little spiel. I'm finna go in here. And I gotta give my son some snacks for school tomorrow and shit like that. And I put him in this little private school. Let me tell y'all something, boy. You wanna put your kids in private school? That shit expensive. That shit expensive, boy. You better go lease your truck, make you some money. If not, I tell you what, if you saving money for a cash truck, your kids going to public school. I tell you what, because you ain't gonna be paying for no private school, saving up for no cash truck. I said, hell to all, not for no $700 a month. That's the truck payment right there. But now I'm gonna get up off here, man. Appreciate y'all checking in as always. Y'all know the vibe. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God, family, trucking, man. I'll check you guys next video. Go.